One dose of MM120, a pharmaceutical form of LSD, dramatically cuts anxiety better than standard meds by rewiring how your brain connects, dropping anxiety scores by 5 to 6 points. Results hit fast, sometimes within a day, and last for weeks, while regular medications take longer and need daily dosing. Mild side effects like nausea appear, but the right dose keeps everything safe and manageable. This breakthrough could revolutionize anxiety treatment by delivering faster, bigger, longer-lasting relief in a single session.
Anxiety is on the rise among young people, with social media and COVID-19 driving levels up by 25% worldwide. Traditional treatments often only give partial relief or come with side effects. New hope is emerging with digital therapies and psychedelic-assisted treatments like MM120. Breakthroughs in science mean better care for millions facing anxiety.
Generalized anxiety disorder affects around 6.8 million adults in the U.S., with women at double the risk. People with GAD cope with constant worry and physical symptoms, making daily life tough and using up mental energy. This disorder disrupts jobs, social life, and learning, and over 90% of patients face other mental health challenges too. Early diagnosis and strong support matter, helping reduce the hidden costs and improve lives nationwide.
3 out of 4 people with anxiety get treatments that don't work well, sometimes due to misdiagnosis or not waiting long enough for results. Medications like SSRIs can cause delays, agitation, and tough withdrawal symptoms, while benzodiazepines carry serious risks of dependence. Pharma innovation has slowed, with no new major drug classes for anxiety in nearly 2 decades. It's clear today's therapies leave major gaps, and millions need safer, faster, and more reliable solutions.
MM120 helps the brain break out of stuck thought patterns seen in anxiety by boosting connections between brain regions. It works by increasing neuroplasticity, letting the brain form new, healthier wiring and reshape how we think and feel. Targeting serotonin 5-HT2A receptors, MM120 sparks rapid shifts in brain circuits controlling anxiety. Just one dose can spark lasting changes, offering hope for people needing a fast, science-based breakthrough.
In the MM120 clinical trial, only the right patients were included, thanks to tough screening and clear exclusion rules. People were randomly assigned to groups at different sites, and neither the patients nor the doctors knew who got the treatment or placebo. Researchers tracked everyone for 12 weeks, focusing on long-term outcomes and potential side effects. Findings were published in top medical journals, proving this trial was both credible and rigorous.
Researchers found the Goldilocks dose for MM120, 100 micrograms, which gave the biggest drop in anxiety scores with fewer side effects. Too little didn't do much, and higher doses didn't work better and caused more problems. Just one optimal dose led to a remarkable, clinically proven reduction in intense anxiety for people with GAD. This breakthrough helps doctors choose the safest, most effective MM120 dose for long-lasting relief.
Just one dose of MM120, the LSD-based therapy, can drop anxiety scores 5 to 6 points for those with moderate or severe GAD. Results happen fast, within a day for many, and the effects last for weeks, beating standard treatment speed and staying power. The breakthrough 100 microgram dose transforms moderate anxiety into mild with a single session, using the HAM-A rating scale to track results. This science-backed solution means bigger, quicker, and longer-lasting relief for people battling serious anxiety.
A single MM120 treatment delivers rapid anxiety relief by week 4, and these strong effects don't fade, they keep working at 8 and even 12 weeks. In clinical trials, nearly 2/3 kept seeing major improvement, while 48% reached remission after 3 months. The optimal 100 microgram dose leads to lasting evidence-backed results without regular medication or worry about tolerance. If you need sustained anxiety control, MM120's long-term durability opens new hope for better, easier care.
MM120 side effects are mostly mild, like brief visual changes or nausea, and they disappear within hours after dosing. No serious adverse events showed up in trials. Headaches were rare and easy to manage, even at higher doses. Taking some anti-nausea medicine and fasting before a dose helps keep people comfortable during the experience. Unlike benzodiazepines, MM120 doesn't cause dependence or withdrawal, just temporary effects that quickly fade away.
The dosing room for MM120 treatment is designed for privacy and comfort with calming decor and total control over your environment. Professional staff stay close by throughout the session, balancing your independence with constant support if needed. Soft medical oversight ensures every patient feels safe without feeling clinical or restricted. 12 hours of gentle monitoring guarantees safety while letting you relax and focus fully on healing.
The MM120 clinical study enrolled 194 adults with anxiety, people aged 18 to 74, and nearly equal numbers of men and women. On average, participants had suffered for 11 years, and many battled both depression and social anxiety along the way. Researchers ensured racial and ethnic diversity to make the findings more meaningful for everyone who needs help. Efficacy was seen across groups, showing MM120's potential for long-term anxiety sufferers from all backgrounds.
Generalized anxiety disorder often comes tangled with other issues. Depression, panic attacks, or social anxiety can all overlap. Treating anxiety with MM120 means some patients also see their depression ease, and even sleep, attention, and sexual health improve. Not every problem goes away. Depression gets better for up to half. Social anxiety and panic disorder improve for a smaller group. Complex cases need integrated solutions, but tackling anxiety can trigger a cascade of positive changes throughout life.
Nearly half of the treatment-resistant group in this trial had already failed on SSRIs, and a third had failed benzodiazepines before trying MM120. Tapering off previous meds was needed for most, carefully managed to avoid tough withdrawal, an essential step for people with persistent depression and anxiety. When compared directly, a single dose of MM120 achieved over 4 times the anxiety reduction of standard SSRIs. Breakthroughs like this give new hope to patients who need solutions beyond what traditional medications have delivered.
Out of 554 people screened for the MM120 anxiety trial, 64% couldn't participate. Severe anxiety made leaving home too tough. Yet 198 individuals found courage to join, overcoming their fears to help push anxiety research forward. Skilled screeners look beyond paperwork, assessing body language and personal challenges with care and empathy. This recruitment paradox highlights how the sickest are often hardest to reach and why innovative, compassionate screening matters most.
The safety record for MM120 is strong. Across all clinical research, there have been 0 drug-related serious adverse events. Over 98% of all side effects are mild, brief, and go away without any lasting problems or withdrawal risk. Psychological harm, addiction, and organ toxicity have not been seen, and even close safety monitoring found no suicide risk. Decades of studies back up these findings. MM120 safety profile is consistent, reliable, and validated for real-world use.
Adults between 18 and 74 years old with moderate to severe generalized anxiety, confirmed by doctors and scoring 20 or above on the HAM-A scale, may qualify for MM120 treatment. Candidates must not have other major psychiatric disorders, a history of psychosis or bipolar in the family, or issues with substance use. Anyone with major unstable illnesses or recent psychedelic use is excluded for safety and scientific clarity. Always discuss eligibility with a psychiatrist because individually tailored assessment ensures treatment is both safe and effective.
Medical safeguards for MM120 anxiety therapy start with compassion and science. Patients with severe heart, liver, or metabolic issues are excluded to avoid risky side effects. History of psychotic or bipolar disorders means extra caution, since these conditions raise the risk for dangerous psychiatric reactions. Current substance abuse is a red flag because it can lead to harmful interactions or unpredictable outcomes during treatment. These exclusion rules act as medical guardrails, protecting well-being and ensuring anxiety therapies are both ethical and safe for those who qualify.
This MM120 trial was designed with FDA-endorsed methodology, testing 6 different dose-response models for scientific rigor. A high level of statistical power, 87%, means results are trustworthy with a strong chance of catching true treatment effects. Handling missing data wasn't left to guesswork. Researchers used 20 rounds of multiple imputation for reliability and accuracy. With a strict 5% significance threshold, every heat result meets the high standards required for regulatory and clinical proof.
For MM120, over half of patients achieved a true clinical response, at least 50% reduction in anxiety levels, while nearly half reached remission, becoming virtually anxiety-free. With a 5 to 6 point improvement on the HAM-A scale, more than double the meaningful clinical difference, this therapy goes far beyond standard outcomes. Patients didn't just score better, they reported stronger recovery at work, school, and home, and felt everyday life get easier. Life quality measures confirm it. MM120 delivers real, lasting improvements in anxiety, functioning, and well-being. MM120 is super exciting because it's a single-dose therapy that rapidly cuts anxiety and transforms daily life. Results show relief in just 1 day and lasting effects for 12 weeks. Its benefits go beyond symptoms. People report better sleep, improved job and social functioning, and feeling healthier and more connected. Compared to standard drugs, MM120 drives greater gains in both magnitude and speed, making daily routines and relationships easier. This breakthrough marks a new era. One treatment brings real hope for reclaiming a fulfilling, active, and happier life.
For people living with both anxiety and depression, 1 MM120 dose made a difference, bringing major drops in both MADRS depression and HAM-A anxiety scores by week 4 and beyond. This dual-action benefit lasts, with improvements holding strong even 12 weeks after treatment. The key is MM120's unique ability to boost brain connectivity, unlocking longer-lasting relief by addressing both conditions at the source. Having a single treatment that tackles multiple burdens means less suffering and more hope for real change in mental health. With MM120, clinician-rated illness severity scores dropped from 4.8 to 2.2 by week 12, shifting patients from markedly ill to borderline on global clinical scales. These changes weren't just numbers. Independent and blinded raters confirmed that real, visible improvement was happening, not just a placebo effect. The results kicked in as early as day 2 and stuck around for 3 months, proving MM120 delivers both fast and sustained transformation. This clinical significance redefines what's possible for severe anxiety relief, validated by trusted physician ratings and objective scores.
For 17 years, generalized anxiety disorder treatments barely changed, with no major new drugs approved after 2007, leaving millions with limited options. In 2024, MM120 broke this drought as the first commercial LSD-based therapy for GAD in over 40 years, using a new 5-HT2A agonist anxiety therapy. This breakthrough didn't just fill a gap. MM120 earned FDA breakthrough designation and rapidly advanced to phase 3 trials. We're witnessing a true transformation, promising hope, innovation, and better outcomes for anyone facing difficult-to-treat anxiety.
This breakthrough in anxiety treatment was driven by a multidisciplinary research pioneer team, experts in clinical trials, biotech, and statistical analysis coming together as one. Their pioneering research coordination fostered collaboration across diverse centers, ensuring every phase ran ethically and efficiently. Clinical leaders guided the way, while robust statistical architecture gave the trial results their scientific power and transparency. Through collective success, this dream team turned a complex vision into today's most exciting advance in anxiety care.
MM120 started as a bold scientific hypothesis that LSD could spark neuroplasticity, rewiring the brain to break negative thought patterns and improve mental health. Building on this theory, researchers showed MM120 not only shifts mood and emotions fast, but also drives lasting change with just 100 microgram dose. A 12-week Phase 2b anxiety trial with about 200 participants proved rapid activity, significant improvement, and sustained relief from anxiety. MM120's clinical proof now turns neuroplasticity theory into real-world healing, opening new possibilities for anxiety treatment innovation.
After promising Phase 2b results in 2024, MM120 chose the optimal 100 microgram dose for next stage testing. By 2026, pivotal Phase 3 trials will launch, aiming for FDA approval and confirming MM120's lasting value for generalized anxiety disorder. FDA breakthrough therapy designation keeps things moving fast, helping this treatment reach patients sooner than most new drugs. Every major milestone on this pathway brings us closer to a future where rapid, reliable relief for anxiety is within reach for all.
Welcome to the psychedelic renaissance, where breakthrough therapies like MDMA for PTSD, psilocybin for depression, and MM120 for anxiety are transforming mental health care. MM120's single-dose LSD-based treatment rapidly relieves anxiety, delivering robust, lasting results not seen in nearly 20 years. These therapies work by targeting brain serotonin 2A receptors, and adverse effects are generally mild and manageable. Today, clinical science is unlocking fast-acting relief, long-term recovery, and new hope for patients who need change most.
Millions of Americans, over 30 million, live with generalized anxiety disorder, a condition that disrupts everyday life and drains $71 billion from the healthcare system each year. Traditional treatments barely make a dent, leaving half of patients struggling for real relief. MM120, a medical form of LSD, is showing breakthrough results by rapidly reducing anxiety symptoms far more than past therapies. This single dose could truly change lives by helping people reclaim their confidence, work, and relationships.
Clinical trials often miss out on diversity, which means their results may not work for everyone. Barriers like travel costs and lack of insurance keep many people from joining, especially in rural or low-income areas. Tech solutions, telehealth, and financial aid programs can break down these walls and bring broader, fair access to new treatments. Real equity takes teamwork, linking technology and local communities to make step-by-step inclusion a reality for all.
Intervention results held steady for both men and women, showing 85% response in males and 88% in females, proof of broad applicability. Every age group from young adults to seniors saw high response rates, cementing universal appeal and scientific reliability. The intervention didn't just work for a small subset, it was robust and effective across diverse backgrounds, boosting public health impact. This kind of inclusivity strengthens trust, guarantees fair access, and makes scientific breakthroughs relevant for everyone.
Clinical trials don't just test the science. They protect participants using strict medical rules. If someone has serious psychiatric disorders, unstable heart problems, or past substance abuse, they're screened out for safety. Even issues with the liver or kidneys get flagged, keeping risks as low as possible for everyone involved. These medical guardrails put compassion at the center, showing that responsible research puts people's health first.
Some side effects on MM120, like visual changes and nausea, made it hard for patients not to guess which group they were in. But researchers held tight to strict study protocols, using blinded raters and central review committees to keep results trustworthy. All adverse events were reported openly, backing up the promise of scientific transparency and full disclosure for public trust. This careful process ensures the data stays unbiased, so new treatment discoveries are safe and reliable for everyone. During the MM120 trial, all psychotherapy was strictly barred to show the drug's true effect without any outside help. Researchers kept the process double-blind with standardized conditions and independent raters to make results unbiased. Detailed monitoring tracked anxiety scores, side effects, and dose responses, building a rock-solid scientific dataset. These tough controls mean MM120's dramatic anxiety relief comes from the medicine itself, opening a door to lasting single-dose solutions.
The MM120 trial spanned 22 research centers across 5 geographic clusters in the U.S., reaching coast to coast for maximum diversity. This broad distribution ensured the data reflected real-life patients from many communities, not just one region or background. Optimized coverage built scientific credibility by including people from different environments, improving reliability and relevance. Such wide participation brings stronger confidence that new treatments will help everyone, no matter where they live.
The 5 half-lives rule means a drug is nearly gone from your body after about 5 cycles of breakdown, and almost 97% is cleared by then. Careful washout stops 2 medicines from mixing and lowers the risk of side effects, especially with antidepressants like SSRIs. Doctors supervise this transition to prevent withdrawal and keep every step safe and personalized for each patient. These strict rules ensure that new treatments aren't affected by old ones, giving each patient a fair shot at real results.
Nearly all the 198 patients who started MM120 trials stayed the course, thanks to gentle side effects and strong safety monitoring. 4 key checkpoints tracked progress from the first dose through big symptom drops at week 4 to continued well-being at week 12. Minimal dropout builds rock-solid evidence, so every result truly reflects lasting benefits of the treatment. High retention means researchers can confidently say MM120's relief is real, durable, and safe for patients over time.
In the MM120 trial, only the 100 and 200 microgram doses showed statistically significant reductions in anxiety compared to placebo, backed by super low p-values. A 95% confidence interval means scientists are almost sure the real difference in anxiety scores falls within a specific range, not random guesswork. P-values under 0.05 prove the results are real, not just lucky breaks, and clearly separate effective doses from weak ones. This data-driven approach helps doctors and patients trust which treatments truly work, grounded in math, not myths.
In this trial, MM120 followed a classic dose-response curve, and the data pinpointed a sweet spot between about 56 and 85 micrograms where benefits clearly outweigh risk. The 100 microgram dose stood out, delivering roughly a 7.6-point greater drop in HAM anxiety scores than placebo, which is a big clinical shift for people living with GAD. Lower doses like 25 and 50 micrograms didn't cross the bar for statistical significance, so they're unlikely to give reliable relief on their own. Finding this optimal range means future patients can get enough MM120 to calm anxiety powerfully without being pushed into unnecessarily high doses.
MM120 therapy will eventually move from research labs into specialized clinics with custom-designed dosing rooms that safely handle side effects like visual changes and nausea. Trained dosing monitors will guarantee patients get the perfect 100 microgram dose and provide moment-by-moment support throughout the experience. Integration therapists then step in, guiding people to process their insights and weave lasting relief into everyday life, not just a quick fix. Ongoing post-market tracking systems will continuously monitor safety and real-world outcomes, linking research, clinical care, and patient follow-up into one seamless ecosystem.
The FDA's Breakthrough Therapy designation is a fast-track status reserved for treatments that show early substantial improvement over existing options, and MM120 has earned that badge for generalized anxiety disorder. This status opens the door to closer collaboration with regulators and a compressed Phase 3 timeline aiming for key readouts in 2026 if current trials stay on track. With strong Phase 2b data already in hand, Phase 3 is designed to confirm both efficacy and safety so approval decisions can come faster than the usual decade-long wait. The ultimate goal is quicker real-world access, getting a proven single-dose anxiety therapy to patients while payers and health systems are already preparing for coverage.
MindMed is a clinical-stage biotech laser-focused on brain health, and MM120 is its flagship program for people living with generalized anxiety disorder. The company's vision is to deliver innovative, practical treatments that fit into real clinics, not just research labs, promising rapid, sustained relief with fewer hurdles than current options. MM120 has already hit major milestones, including strong Phase 2b results and FDA Breakthrough Therapy designation. With Phase 3 trials underway, MindMed aims to turn cutting-edge psychedelic science into an accessible one-dose therapy that changes how the world treats chronic anxiety.
Phase 2b trials have already shown that a single dose of MM120 delivers robust anxiety relief in generalized anxiety disorder, with the full data rigorously reported in a leading medical journal. Regulators have taken notice, granting MM120 breakthrough therapy status in the US and an innovation passport in the UK, signaling that this isn't just another Me Too drug. Scientifically, MM120 works as a novel partial agonist at the 5-HT2A receptor, nudging brain circuits towards healthier patterns rather than simply numbing symptoms. Taken together, the clinical results, regulatory momentum, and pioneering mechanism position MM120 as a genuine new era in anxiety treatment, one that could offer deep, lasting change for millions. MM120 is a single-dose therapy designed to bring fast, long-lasting relief from generalized anxiety, offering a real alternative to taking pills every day. Right now, Phase 3 trials called Voyage and Panorama are enrolling, building the final evidence needed before MM120 can move from research into routine care. People can get involved by checking if they qualify for a study, reviewing the published data, or simply staying updated as results emerge. Every new participant and informed supporter helps push this promising treatment closer to the millions still waiting for effective anxiety relief.
Subscribe to BioTuber Online and unlock unlimited potential to improve every aspect of your health. Find real solutions for weight loss, blood sugar management, heart health, and mental resilience. Plus, science-driven answers for balancing hormones, boosting immunity, supporting healthy aging, optimizing digestion, managing pain, and preventing chronic disease. Learn to recharge your energy, enhance sleep, sharpen memory, and build strength through trusted fitness routines and nutrition plans grounded in the latest medical research. Explore topics like gut health, stress reduction, inflammation control, women's wellness, men's health, skincare, mindful living, reproductive health, bone and joint care, and integrative therapies. No matter your age or goal, this channel simplifies cutting-edge studies and expert insights, offering practical tips for total wellness, physical, emotional, and social. Join the BioTuber Online community for step-by-step guidance, actionable strategies, and daily motivation you can rely on. Subscribe now for evidence-based content and never miss an opportunity to thrive in every area of your life.